Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome to some more Heroes of the Storm. Today we're gonna be playing a game with the one and only Nazeebo, and I have honestly not played Nazeebo very much as of late. I did play a couple games of, obviously to prepare for this video, just to test out what is good nowadays and whatnot. But honestly I've not been playing him too much for one simple reason, that he got nerfed forever ago. And usually when heroes get nerfed I'm like, oh my god Lowko, you can't play that hero again, ever again. And, you know, that's basically what happened. But honestly, the games that I played just now with him have been pretty awesome. I already did say Chap. But I had a blast playing him, and he's extremely powerful, easily topping the hero damage meters if played correctly. Now, first stunner we are going to be going for is Death Ritual. And we'll go over all of the reasons and whatnot in a little bit. Now, obviously, I'm going to be playing and commentating at the same time, so it's always going to be a little bit of a messy game, but we'll try our very best. Now we are currently on the new map, on the, wow, I completely blanked out on the name. It's something to do with Diablo. Either way, it's not that big of a deal. But basically what this hero is all about, he's considered a main, or like a ranged specialist, by the way. But basically what this guy is all about is dishing out damage. Honestly, like there's different ways to play him. You can make him like a siege hero as well. But for the most part, you just want to make sure you're dishing out the damage. And on those kind of heroes, it usually doesn't become very powerful until like level 16 or so. And that is sort of the case for his hero as well. At level 16 we do become a lot more useful in the team fights because our spiders will actually start jumping and whatnot. But anyways, so what is this guy all about? Basically the reason why he's a specialist, or why I'm assuming, wow, nice little hit right there. Why I'm assuming this guy is a specialist is the Death Ritual, which is or it's Voodoo Ritual rather. The first talent is called Death Ritual. But I assume that's why he's called a specialist, because basically whenever I attack something, it's gonna be affected by the ritual. And what that means is that once they die, they return a little bit of health and mana to me, which is very nice. Now the talent that we went for is the Death Ritual, and that one will basically also give us some permanent extra health and some permanent extra life. So, you know, basically as long as I'm killing stuff and as long as I'm attacking stuff, I will eventually gain more stacks of it over time. So I'm gonna stick around for a little bit longer, you know, get a couple of these things going. May as well. Go up to 18 stacks right there. Very good. So my Q ability is called Leaping Spiders, or Corpse Spiders rather, and we'll get Leaping Spiders a little bit later. Basically what it does, it throws spiders forward, but the nice thing about it is that does a little bit of damage on impact as well. So the idea behind it obviously is that you throw it on enemies, just like that, and then the spiders go after him and dish out a ridiculous amount of damage. W ability is called Wall of Zombies. Zombie Wall. Close enough. And that one puts up a wall of zombies, just like that, and it's great for zoning and for catching your allies, like I am great at. Oh my god, so close to killing him. Then we also have the E ability, which is a bunch of toads that we can spawn. We're actually very low in health right now, or in mana right now. I'm a little worried about this. But basically what they do, they're great for like cleaning up waves and right now and whatnot, and also for affecting them with the Death Ritual, giving me more stacks. So we did get the first advantage off right now. I am out of mana. One thing that you may have noticed though about the abilities that I just named off is that we don't really have mobility at all. Like we have very little of it. Just trying to auto attack here. Make sure we throw in some spiders every now and then. But I have no survivability until I get my sprint out later on into the game. And that's sort of the risk when playing this guy, right? I don't have mana right now either, which means that my damage is gonna be not as great as we'd like it to be. But the spiders are good for a couple things. Obviously, first off, the dish damage. We're gonna go, by the way, with the spider cluster right here, because I don't trust my abilities of gathering power. But the spiders are great for the extra damage, but most importantly also for zoning. Like, you sort of throw them forward and people are forced to move. Although this is very nice. Oh, come on. I could have killed him easily. Could have killed him easily. Okay. Sadly didn't get him, but either way, yeah, I dismounted a little bit too soon right there. Either way, we will be able to clean up the first immortal right there and make it go our way. So I'm gonna go back real quick, make sure I get some extra mana because I've been too low in it for a very long time. Alright, I'm heading towards the top lane right now, just to go for the extra experience. I'll take top. Should be good. But yeah, I'm just gonna try and, you know, be very useful right here and get some extra experience. The immortal in the meantime, or the, what's it called? Immortal, right? Yeah, the immortal is gonna be in the bottom lane right now. You know, figuring out a couple things by himself. the talent we went for, Spider Cluster, basically spawns 6 spiders right now instead of 3 if I'm not mistaken. And what that means is that we do more damage, do more zoning and whatnot, what we talked about just now. But also that we have a lot better of a time with the leaping spider at level 16, which gives us a lot more extra damage. On top of that, Gathering Power is a great option if you're trusting your ability of never dying. But I don't really trust my ability of never dying. I mean, like I mentioned, you know, it's very powerful, but since I lack survivability and just am very low in health in general, it's a risk. It's a risk to go for that ability. So we're gonna kill that tower real quick. There we go. We do have a couple other people come in here. This is not good for me. Alright, did use my my zombie wall right there to zone enemies away. We're gonna go over to Gitmin right here, which basically makes my basic abilities more powerful, so my QWE. Alright. Well, if they're gonna fight this, we can easily take this out, actually. Although I don't want to be too far forward here. Alright, there we go. Get our 4th ally helping in. Okay, so this is for zoning right here, right? You saw that hit? Pretty useful. We did manage to steal the camp right there of them as well. They completely mispositioned right there. And the wall of zombies, while I didn't get them in the middle of it, it still forced them towards us. So, you know, try and be smart when playing, like when placing down those kind of things. Not that I'm the best at it, but still, you know, it definitely makes a massive difference if you place it in a position that's actually going to be beneficial, even if you do not catch the enemy that you're aiming at. Gonna get another tower here. And that should basically make it very easy for us to get the next set of titans or immortals as well. Alright. They usually spawn right around right now. Gonna drink from the fountain real quick. And we're gonna be heading towards the mid lane. Attack? Yeah, we should probably attack. Alright, here we go. I mean, they're being forced to defend right now. No matter what, they're never gonna be able to outdamage us at this point. Obviously no reason to stand in that loco. That was pretty dumb. Alright, so here they're coming in. Gonna throw my spiders. And that was a very quick kill right there. They have to be careful, right? They know we're gonna hit level 10 very shortly. Level 10 is where it becomes really scary for them. Alright, so we already got the 50% done. Gotta be careful using my W ability that I don't block out my allies. Okay. Sadly, didn't get him. All fine though. I don't think we should have both left, to be honest. It's a bit of a risk. Careful, guys. It's a 4v3 right now. Alright, this should be fine. Throwing it at the siege tank. Siege tank will take a lot of damage from it. Can usually also easily catch the siege tank in the zombie wall, just like that. Okay. I think we got it. Yep, very nice. Very nice. Definitely worth losing one ally over. Gonna go back real quick. And actually, no, we're not going back at all. I'm going to the bot lane. Just throwing all of my cooldowns. The thing about the map is that those things will spawn infinite amounts of doggies if you're not careful. We're gonna go for the Gargantuum, by the way. Gargantuum is basically your safe all-round choice. In the past, the Ravenous Spirit used to be much more powerful. Like, much more powerful. But as it is right now, you're usually better off with the Gargantuum if you're not 100% certain. Basically, the Ravenous Spirit, it got buffed slightly in the fact that there's less abilities to stun you out of it in the latest patch. But, you know, just the fact that Gargantuum is always good and you can never really go wrong with it is enough reason to pick the Gargantuum, right? Unless you have like a very specific team composition built around the Ravenous Spirit. But if they have any kind of like stuns available, like anything from Thrall to Muradin to basically anyone in the game, you're usually better off with a Gargantuum over the Ravenous Spirit. So far we've really not been in very many battles, right? But you can see we're still dishing out a relatively big amount of damage. From now on, I'm gonna be joining every fight. Now that I got my my Gargantuum, it's very nice. Now what it does, force. We need to fight. We need to force a fight, guys, because we're a level up on them. We have our heroics, right? But basically what it does is this big ass thing that spawns forward, and I can make it stomp and do a lot of extra damage. Sadly, they're not fighting, or not really dishing out the damage that we're looking for. But we're level 12. I mean, versus level 9, so this should be a very easy fight for us, but looks like we're just playing it safe. Alright, fine then. Just go there. Let's just get the mercenary camps. We could have easily taken out the, like, the thing right there. Pretty certain, but whatever. Gotta be careful here. I don't know exactly where they're located, but since they're not level 10 yet, they're not even really close to it either. Well, they have level off. We should have plenty of time to clean up both of those camps for free. Okay. Drink from the fountain. Next is gonna be difficult. We're not gonna be level 13 for the next immortals. And they're gonna be level 10, right? Which means we're gonna be at the same talent section. Defend the next ones first. Much easier. I think we're gonna be at the same, like, same talent set. Unless we can actually fight right now. We'll take it. Oh my god, the damage of the Gargantuan is enormous. Like, that's a crazy amount of damage right there. Alright. Never mind. So basically, I can activate the ability that allows my Gargantuan to stomp the ground and dish AoE damage. But we're gonna go for the sprint at level 13, like I already talked about, to mainly fix that, you know, mobility issue. And that gave us enough experience as well to be far ahead. Okay. Just making sure we are dishing out the damage. You can actually mark it as a target on, or as Tyrande. That's huge. Didn't know that was a thing. So it's already gonna be at 50% right now. Alright, we gotta be careful though. They will have heroics. Cooldown on Gargantuan is only 60 seconds, by the way, which is relatively low. I could have had the zombie wall up right there, but very nice positioning on our end right now, or for us. At level 20, we'll get an ability that allows us to have the, like, the Gargantuan out at all times, which makes it so much easier. Okay. Gotta drink from the fountain that doesn't exist. Alright. Oh, apparently we're going mid? Really? Alright. That's an interesting strafe usage right there. But I guess we'll throw our spiders forward. Alright. Sadly don't have enough mana right here to really get very much done of anything, but I am gonna start moving here. Gonna save my myself a little bit of mana right now, but just auto-attacking instead of, like, using my abilities. I'm gonna activate my Gargantuan here. Gargantuan is helping with zoning, it's helping with damage, it's helping with everything. And the seed thing's dead. Great. Very nice. Okay. The damage, man. The damage is insane. Okay. So Gargantuan is gonna spawn, or it's gonna despawn right now, right? Which is fine for us. Because the cooldown of it is so long, or so low, right? Like, you can basically have it active almost at all times. Kill, keep, then B. Boom. Okay. Good job. Very nice. Looking very strong. And you can see, like, the damage, even though we were quite far behind in hero damage, right? We're starting to get back into it. And while it won't be the highest amount in this game, at least I'm not expecting we will, we're dishing out enough to carry our weight. And on top of that, we're adding on a lot of utility and a lot of, like, zoning and whatnot in this game, as well as, like, getting the extra experience for cleaning up creep waves really fast. So in the end, you know, a very powerful hero. Most of the time, the reason why you don't see him is there's just simply just stronger, you know, stronger equivalents as opposed to him. At level 16, we do get a crazy amount of damage increase as well by the leaping spiders. But most of the time, you will see someone like Sylvanas, for example, take the role of Nazeebo, or someone like, we're gonna go with the leaping spiders here, by the way, but someone, you know, just someone else that's more powerful. Even Zagara or Sudden Hammer are more popular than Nazeebo. Although, he's definitely not bad. Alright, we need to win this fight here. So the leaping spiders basically make it so that whenever I throw my spiders, they will jump towards the target. And that may not sound very significant, but it means that they can, like, by themselves chase down enemies. Oh, that hit right there is pretty nice as well. Gargantuan dealing out the damage after the W ability right there of our beloved friend Johanna. So basically, by the way, the Gargantuan just attacks whatever I'm attacking. So here you can see, by the way, the jumping spiders It's very, very powerful. And they dish out so much damage. You can't really get rid of them very easily. Alright. Haven't even used sprint yet this game, I don't think. I try and use it not offensively ever, if I can at all avoid it. Oh, it's actually a bot. I didn't realize that. But I try and like use my sprint as defensively as possible as often as I can because it's just so useful. And really the mobility kind of scares me on Nazeebo. Well, I'm sure there's some scenarios where you're going to be better off using it offensively as well, but it's looking pretty good. Don't know why they're fighting. I think they should just back off. But yeah, they're gonna be a full talent behind for the majority of this game, which is just huge for us. Gonna drink from the fountain real quick. Which actually gives you enough time. I wasn't aware of that. Then we're gonna be heading over there. Very good. Alright. The Gargantua, by the way, on the initial imp, or like the initial spawn of him, also deals damage, so be careful with that. Like whenever you spawn him, like a lot of people are not aware of that. You need to make sure you know, dish out ult top. Go. You need to make sure you position it as well, where, you know, it will dish out a little extra damage. You can't just spawn it and do nothing with it, right? I mean, if you can get free damage, you can get free damage. Okay. Cleaning the wave, making sure that the immortal is allowed to just keep on flying. Johanna is moving in right now as well. Okay, so here we go. Gotcha, Mr. Siege Tank. Very good. Go be careful. I mean, I don't think I've died a single time this game, no. I mean, I was gonna go for the extra Gargantuum upgrade at level 20, but I'm not sure if we're gonna need it, because I think we can just finish off the game just like this. So very nice little game right here. Definitely, definitely having some great times, making good use of the abilities that I have, and oh, almost getting some more kills right there, but yeah, we do manage to clean this one up. So definitely give Nazeebo a try if this is your playstyle. We got some extra legendaries right here as well. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Don't forget to smile. And I'll see you in the next one.